And this time of the year is when we become somewhat more busy. We do a lot of interviews, and I'm the one that sets all those things up. It's just a lot of other things. So, and it typically happens around in October and into like November, Thanksgiving, which is also another one of my favorite. I love food. So, and just being together with family, that's typically when everyone comes together. It's been difficult for me to separate the anxiety and the joy. It's been very difficult these last few years. It's constantly on my mind. Like, this time of the year is busy, so it's hard for me to enjoy. So it's like, oh yes, this is exciting, but this is also going on, and it like overshadows my excitement. It's like the feeling of what's the use, and then of course that entangles in everything else with the way my mind works. So I'm really working on enjoying the moments. I've been talking about that a lot. Enjoying the moments, because if we look at the grand scheme of everything, we can say, you know, what's the point of all of this? Like, in general, what's the point of life if you're born and then you cease to exist, you die? What's the point of all this? Why does it all matter? And it's in our experiences that tells us why, the why. But if we're too busy worrying about the end and focusing and having anxiety about that, we're not going to understand. We might not understand anyways, but we may not, I can't think of the word, but take it in, appreciate the little moments. That it's not about the destination, it's the journey, it's the in-between. I always say enjoy the in-between. That's such a struggle for me, is I want to get to the final, the end, not death, but I want everything to be as it's supposed to be now. Like, stay-at-home mom now. Like, our business to boom now. But those are great. But if I did not experience the things that led me to those destinations, then I would not appreciate, or I may not even understand or learn. There's things that you learn along the way that gets engraved in you, that makes you who you are. And we overlook that. I overlook that so much because I'm so, again, worried about the ending. I'm so worried about not being what I think I should be in this moment. I think I should be like this and be like that, and I'm not, and I beat myself up about it. And it's like getting on a bike for the first time and thinking that you need to know how to ride it instantly, but in fact you need to practice. You need to maybe have training wheels. you need to fall, you need to get bumps and bruises, because that's how you learn. You learn you can't go 50 miles an hour around the damn bend. You need to slow the hell down. But you don't know that if you don't almost crash. But our experiences are what shapes us, and we need those experiences. And when they're what we think of bad experiences, they tend to, like, who wants bad experiences, right? We don't, the feeling, I don't like that feeling, but I'm also looking at it at a way that it is bad. Like this, something, the feeling that I don't like is bad. But again, our feelings, our emotions, they teach us something. That's our navigation system. It's there to teach us. We feel that way because there's something about it that we don't like, or we feel a type of way about something. Either we're upset at someone because we feel that they hurt us, because we see something in them that's in us. Like, it tells us something, but we don't understand what is being said, and so we look at it in such a negative way. And it's so interesting because I was going to get on here and talk about something completely different. I was going to talk about my journey with miscarriages, because it's just been so heavy on my mind. I'm getting older, and age is just a word, right? But my body is just, and we know our bodies. My body is strong. I've been through a lot, but I don't want to. Ow, they got lights in their wheels. But I don't want to not listen to my body. Like, oh, my body can handle this, yada yada yada, and put my body like through the ring. But I really want to have. It was my dream to have 5 kids. I know. I'm an only child, which is interesting because my mom's family is huge. My mother's mother had 11 kids. My dad's mom had, I think, 9. I don't remember off the top of my head, but they had a lot, more than one. Okay, a lot. And most of them had a few kids, and same with my mom's side, give or take, there's a handful, or not handful, but a couple that didn't, one of my aunts didn't have any kids, and, but she had a twin sister, and her twin sister had a child, so that was like her child. But anywho, the point of the story is I always wanted that beautiful chaos, the noise, I wanted a big family. And then that changed. I mean, I didn't want that drastic amount of family, especially with how things are. Unfortunately, finances are a big issue, which for a lot of us it is. I mean, I don't want our kids to grow up in detriment because I just wanted, a big family. Obviously not. I don't want that. But I did, because right now we have a little boy. I did want him to have a sibling. anyway, so that's been heavy on my mind. Another child. I'm getting older. I don't want to wait too long, but because you always want to wait for the right time, but in reality, what is the right time? Like if we really wait until the right time, what is the right time? Like obviously you want to have some things in order, yes, but the universe is just funny about how things just play out. But I've had a lot of miscarriages in the past, and it's a very scary, daunting just feeling. Whenever I think about pregnancy, it comes with anxiety because of that fear. And I don't want to live my life in fear. It's challenging because I'm always waiting for the other shoe to fit, or I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop, but maybe that means something, waiting for the other shoe to fit. But I know, like, being pregnant with my son was it was bittersweet, exciting, but terrifying. I was constantly waiting for something bad to happen. I didn't get to enjoy the pregnancy as much as I wanted to. And from there, it went downhill of I'm in this constant state of anxiety. And it may not always look like it on the outside to people because I'm a very private person. I don't, like when people, how are you? Oh, I'm good. How was your weekend? Oh, it was good. It was short. I don't share. Like, what am I gonna say? Oh, it was awful. I was in my, blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna put that on someone else to put that weight on someone else's shoulder. And I don't share those things like that anyways, but I'm really doing my best and practicing to follow my North Node of trusting and enjoying the little moments. I don't want to be like, because that movie's been popping up a lot for me, Adam Sandler, Click. I don't want to fast forward my life. I don't want to read what are they, what do Lisa call them? I forgot what they're called, but like the little notes about something to summarize. Cliff notes, maybe? And I want to experience the whole thing. And even the hardships, I tell myself, I came here, I need to experience this because it's happening to me, so therefore I need to experience it. I feel like everything has a purpose, a reason, and I may not always, of course, understand it, and it may feel like it's everlasting, and that I'm never going to crawl out of this hole, but I know that I will. It takes time, and I trust myself enough. I trust my body. I trust my mind that we will get through it. But all of that to say that to enjoy the moments, and I've talked about this before, but sit in your experiences and one of the things that helps me when I'm feeling like I'm never going to crawl out of this hole is that, well, two things. One is that it's not going to last. It's not going to be like this forever. And two, when I am out of that hole, I remember what that feels like. And that's like my guiding, my anchor, my